Hello everybody, djvicvapor with you, and in this tutorial, Ableton Live, I want to take a look at creating send effect rack. So we all are pretty much familiar with our sends, A and B, and then it comes set up with a reverb and B delay. But if you right click, you have a choice here, you insert audio, MIDI, or return track. So we'll do return track. That's going to give us a C, and it also adds a C for our sends dial here on our channels. So we can essentially go ahead and eliminate these guys and we'll just deal with one. So let's build a rack that kind of incorporates delay and reverb together, which would be kind of fun to work with. And let's do that now. So I'm going to grab a filtered delay, right click and group. We'll open this guy up, macros and chain. And let's get a reverb. Add it right here below on our chain. So since these are going to be sends, it's important to have the dry wet 100% so that we get the full effect of what we're sending over as a signal. So let's map a couple things here. This is going to be delay, and this is reverb. So let's map a few things for ourselves here. Let's get control over our filters. So we'll do that on, let's go macro 1, macro 2, and I think, yeah, let's see here. That should do it. We'll get those dialed back a little bit. And on the reverb, let's go with size, macro 3, and decay time, macro 4. Command R and enter space. Well, come on. Command R. Decay time. All right. And then the room size, we can kind of dial back up a little bit. Decay time, dial it back up a little bit. And now these two elements are running in parallel. So we can go ahead and squash it all down so that now we're just looking at this. And we can look at sending elements over now to our send track. So I went ahead and mapped these feedbacks to macro 5 just to give me a little bit more control over that delay. So currently, the way this is set up for us to send a signal over here to our return channel it's all being done post. But if I select here, pre, now that's going to make the two, let me go back to post and explain a little bit better. So currently, I turn it down, you hear nothing. I turn this up, still nothing going over there. We can make these two independent of each other by selecting pre. So now I can turn this down, but can still get a full wet signal sending over there. So let's take a look at that. And what's the benefit actually of going ahead and creating a rack on the return channel is being able to have the other elements be part of this and kind of glue them together and send them all over there. So essentially that gives you an idea that you can kind of combine and create effect racks and then put them onto your return tracks and get a lot more creative use out of it that way. And again, bear in mind the pre and post setting here, allowing you the independent volume controls. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for pushing play and hanging out. I appreciate it. And as always, peace.